Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Thursday morning and it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. Yes, this is me in the morning. Haven't brushed my hair or anything. So I just took Gypsy out, fed the cats, and working on my laptop right now before my day really gets started. And I have a video that's already uploaded. I just haven't made it public, and I just have to fill in the description and then I can make it public. So the reason I want to get that out early today is because I'm hoping today will be a 2 video upload day. Later on my goal is to upload the video where I talk about how we became low income. So that's what I want to do today. So I'm in hopes of a 2 video day today. So I'm trying not to talk loud because Glenn is still sleeping, and so yeah, just trying to let him sleep. He was up all night. He couldn't sleep last night, so I just want him to sleep. So yeah, I'll show you my little laptop. It's a little Gateway laptop from Walmart. It's a 11-inch screen. So it's really small, but does the job. Yeah, I don't use any fancy equipment or anything to do my videos or, anything like that. So I'm going to get doing this so I can upload it. And then I got to start working on notes for the next video, which I hope to upload later today. All right, so I'm going to get to it, and I'll just show you my little, I'm not at my work table, I'm just sitting at the recliner, and got my little TV tray here. So, alright, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'm going to get to it. Alright everyone, so this is my little laptop. It's like I said, 11-inch screen, so that tells you how small this is, but it's nice and small for this little TV tray table. So I'm able to still work on here. Alright, so I'm going to get to it, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Alright everyone, so it's a few hours later, and I went ahead and uploaded the video I was talking about, and that is the Walmart haul plus the thank you for 6,000 subscribers video. So that is up now. And then I went back to reply to comments. So I think I did, I started on today's comments, replying to those. I did yesterday's and the day before's, I believe. So I did 2.5 videos of comments. Okay, so got comments done, got my video uploaded today. Now I'm going to make some food. Well, it's not really making food, warming up food, I guess. So for lunch, it's 11 o'clock now, and so Glenn's going to have lunch. I'm going to still probably have breakfast food. So Glenn is going to have some of these little Smokies, and I'm going to take about 6 of them, cut them in half, and throw them in to warm up in this can of baked beans. So that's what he's going to have. And then I've got some corned beef hash here. I'm probably going to make some eggs with some corned beef hash, and that'll be my lunch or breakfast, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and we're going to eat. Alright everyone, so for those of you that don't know what little Smokies are, they're just these little wieners. That's my index finger, so it's not even that big. So just going to take 6 of them, cut them in half, and yeah, that's going to be it. Simple lunch. So for supper, I'm going to be making a pork chop dinner. We're going to, yeah, it's different than how we usually make pork chops. So it's going to consist of butter, brown sugar, Worcestershire, the W sauce, and soy sauce. So we'll be doing that, and making some kind of potato with it. So yeah, these are just hopefully like low budget meals to help you out if you're on a low income. Just kind of some meal ideas. Like I said, we eat very simple meals. That's Gypsy drinking in the background if you hear that. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit of brown sugar to that, warm it up, and that's going to be lunch for Glenn. Alright everyone, so I got Glenn his lunch. I gave him the beans and little smokies, and I got Gypsy some carrots, so I've been giving Gypsy carrots as treats, and it's a little more healthier than the regular milk bone treats or anything like that. So, and she thinks it's a treat. The first time I give it to her for the day, she's unsure of it because she's all like, this doesn't smell like a treat, Mom. But once she eats it, she always comes back for more. So I gave her a couple carrots today already. And so yeah, we like to feed her carrots and apples and just like veggies and fruits. But there are certain veggies and fruits that you cannot feed dogs, so we are careful about that. We know the list of stuff you can't feed them. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to make my food now. I've got the oven preheating right now. I like to put my bacon in the oven, for those of you that are newer and don't know that. I like the way it cooks. It stays flat, and I don't have to babysit it. But what I'm doing right now is separating my bacon. This is from the Walmart haul. I'm going to take my pieces out right now. So I cut it in half, and I'm going to cook about 6 slices of bacon, which means it's 3 full slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now that I have mine out, I'm going to go ahead and put them on this cookie sheet here, and then I'll divvy these up into 3 different packages, and that's everything here that I divvy up, or split up or whatever. It's always for 2 people. Alright, so this is how I put my bacon in the oven. I put tin foil on a cookie sheet, put the bacon on, and when it's preheated, or it's heated, I'll throw it in for about, depending on how much bacon is on here, 15 to 20 minutes. So, and I got it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so now I'm going to start separating this stuff. Alright, so I just count how much is here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 16, 17. Alright, so I'm going to split them in packs of, there's 25 pieces, so one pack will get 9 pieces, the other will get 8. So, yeah, 8 times 3 is 24, so that makes 1 left. So one pack will get 9 pieces. Actually, no, I'm going to put it in the oven. As we have Gypsy, and she always likes her bacon too. We give her a little bit of bacon. So I just wrap them in clear wrap, and then I put all the packs in a Ziploc bag. So the tin foil I put on here I'm actually reusing it. I used it to cover something so it wasn't dirty, so I didn't want to just toss it out. So I actually just fold them up and put them in the drawer, and then I reuse it for something else so I don't have to use new tin foil. So this is being used for the second time now. Alright, so I'm going to throw, that was the oven. I'm going to throw this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, so now each one will get 8 pieces. And I always keep the bacon in the freezer unless I know I'm going to use it right away. Because if you, just speaking for me at least, if I leave it in the refrigerator and if it doesn't get used, it'll go bad over time. But I just like to keep it in the freezer just to make sure it stays good. So that's 1 pack. And we actually still have another pack, not a whole pack, but a split up pack in the freezer. All right. Sometime soon here, I also want to make some chicken bacon ranch wraps. I love those. So I like to save some bacon for that. So now Glenn's lunch. I'm not a fan of the little smokies, the taste of it. So I wouldn't eat that. I like baked beans. So if they're regular hot dogs or something, I'd probably eat it. But I'm not a fan of the little smokies. And but my food, Glenn is not. He does not like corned beef hash. So there's opportunities when he has a meal. I find the opportunity to make something I like for myself, and vice versa. So, all right. So now I got 3 packs. And the reason I won't date these is they won't last long enough in the freezer that I'll need a date. Because they'll get used for different foods, whether it be breakfast or inside a meal like the chicken bacon ranch wraps or anything. So, but if I find that I buy more bacon before this is used up, then, and we got an abundance of stock of bacon, then I'll put some dates on them. But until then, I know this is going to go pretty fast. So, all right, I'm going to throw this in the freezer now, and that's how I split up my bacon. All right, everyone, so my bacon is done. And now I'm going to warm up some corned beef hash. I put a little bit of olive oil in there with the butter so the butter doesn't burn. Oh, I guess I should turn the heat on. Alright, so I have this can of Hormel corned beef hash. And for me, I don't use all of it, obviously, that's a lot. So I'm only going to use probably about a quarter of this can for my breakfast. We'll see how much I put in there, but yeah. So out of 1 can, if you're a single person, you could probably get 4 to 5 servings out of this easily, especially if you're making it with something else and you don't have to use as much of this. So just some tips for those low budget meals if you're low income. And so yeah, you could probably, even a single person, probably get 6 servings out of this. Make it with something else and you don't have to use a lot of this. So I'm just going to put some in here. So that's all I'm going to use for myself. That's pretty full still. So I'll put this in a plastic container, Tupperware. Because I'm having 2 eggs and some bacon, so I don't need as much of this. Now there is a huge hawk flying around the backyard right now. He's on the hunt for some food. Now we get a lot of squirrels and birds around here, and there's a lot of stray cats around here. I'm going to turn that down. That's going to start popping out at me. Actually, I'll use a spatula. So yeah, there's a huge hawk. Now I don't know if some of you that were with me in the summertime, that video where the hawk flew up to right where Gypsy and I were sitting in the garage, at the back of the garage, and Gypsy was barking at the hawk because he came too close to us. I don't know if it's the same one, but it is huge. And corned beef hash is a matter of just warming it up. Alright, I'm going to push this to the side here, get my eggs going. Alright, so I'm just going to put pepper on my eggs. Normally I would put salt and pepper, but the corned beef hash is going to have some salty taste to it, and the bacon is salty, so I'm just going to throw pepper in it. I just turned the heat up a little bit to cook the eggs more. Usually with eggs, if you want them cooked like super fast, you got to turn that heat up real high. I find that with my flat top electric griddle as well. So I'm just going to let that cook a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to flip these now. Oh man, broke my yolk. I'm just going to start serving my corned beef hash. I don't want that yolk to cook anymore, so I broke it, but I still actually have yolk out of it. All right, turn that off. I'll come back to clean that in a little bit. I got my eggs, bacon, corned beef hash, some bacon for you-know-who. She likes her bacon too. We don't give her bacon every day because we don't need it every day. Alright, there's my, I guess you can say brunch now. But I love breakfast for breakfast, lunch, or supper. So Glenn is not a big fan of breakfast. He doesn't like eggs a lot. So I take breakfast whenever I can. Alright, so I will get back to you guys. Alright everyone, so it is, I have no clue what time it is. I just saw the time. But I think it's after 1 o'clock. It's just after 1 o'clock. I finished eating my breakfast, so it was actually pretty good. And so I was happy with that. I did put the rest of that hash brown or corned beef hash in a Tupperware and put it in the refrigerator for other meals. So, alright, now I have 2 bananas that obviously look pretty much on the dark side. These are way beyond anything we would eat just like that or put it in a dessert. So I'm going to make some banana nut muffins with that. So they're pretty good size bananas, so I'll just use my last 2 there. And normally we just like spread butter on it. If we cut it in half, spread butter. But I think today I'm going to make some homemade cream cheese frosting for it. That always goes good with banana nut muffins too, and also pumpkin muffins or pumpkin bread. I always make cream cheese frosting for that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mash up these bananas. Oh. I just break them in little pieces at first. I'll just leave that dark, well, I don't think that dark spot's going to matter. I love banana nut muffins. I love banana nut muffins, chocolate chip muffins, and pumpkin. Well, you can either pumpkin muffins or like pumpkin bread or something like that. I love those kind of things. All right. Now, muffins, I don't really consider a dessert because, you know, we made the other dessert the other day, the pecan pie cobbler. We made that the other day, so, but I don't consider muffins a dessert. You could have muffins for breakfast or whatever. But I need to use those bananas regardless. Yeah, that pecan pie cobbler was a big hit. And Glenn did have some coffee with that. And somebody had mentioned vanilla ice cream or something with it. We didn't have any ice cream, but we had Cool Whip. So we just put a little dab of Cool Whip on top, and it went pretty good. So we were happy with that. I hope some of you try it, and if you do, let me know what you think about it. I don't like those little stringy things. We've been having a lot of bird activity at the feeders. For those of you that are newer or don't know, I'm really big into bird watching. I love birds. We have a feeder right outside the kitchen window, and so every time I'm in the kitchen, I'm looking for the birds, and so it's been a lot of activity. We've been getting woodpeckers, blue jays, cardinals, juncos, sparrows, goldfinches, and a lot of starlings, European starlings. They come in flocks. So I've been putting some already shelled peanuts out there. They're not human peanuts, they're bird peanuts. And the starlings come in flocks and eat them all by the end of the day. So I think for a few days I'm just going to put black oiled sunflower seeds out there because they can go through a lot of peanuts. At least with the blue jays, they don't eat. They don't come in big flocks and eat them all at once. But yeah, so I love feeding the birds. I love nature. In the summertime, for you newer subscribers and viewers, in the summertime I like to sit outside. Well, Glenn and I both sit outside. But in the mornings, when I take Gypsy out, we usually hang out at the back door of the garage and just look out to the backyard for birds and squirrels and just kind of enjoy nature. Can't wait till we could do that again in the springtime. But like many other states that have winters, spring is just called winter number 2. We have gotten plenty of snow in April. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. Alright, so bananas are mashed. I'm going to get a bowl to start the mix. Alright. I like using these colored Pyrex. I think they're Pyrex bowls. I don't know what they are, but like these from the 70s. I love using those. Reminds me of my mom. She used to have a set, but we got these from when Glenn's mom passed and we had to clean out her house. We got these from there. Just reminds me of my mom so much. Oops, forgot to put the stainless steel bowl back in. Alrighty. So, yeah, let's just start making this. I love having muffins to munch on throughout the day. I don't have anything pre-measured because I don't want to dirty a bunch more dishes than I have to. Alright. So I'm very not prepared. But that's real life, right? What are we really prepared for? Alright, so 1 cup of flour. Okay, so we got baking soda. And we're going to do that 1/4 teaspoon. And we got baking powder. And we're also going to do 1/4 teaspoon of that. And then we're also going to do, oh wait a minute, I was wrong. We're going to do 3/4 teaspoon of the baking powder. So I put 1 in. 2, 3. Alright, now I'm on track. And then we have salt. I got this sea salt. We're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of that. And I'm going to just whisk this together. Alright. So now we're going to put in our 2 bananas. Oh, I got to go melt some butter first, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to put on our 2 bananas that are mushed up. And we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to use canola oil. You can use vegetable, whatever you use. I don't want to have to open a new one just for this. Oh, we have enough. Alright, we're going to put our melted, 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Then we're going to put in 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Okay, we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of milk. Oops. Alright, so we're going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, maybe 1/2 tablespoon. I think I have tablespoon written down. Okay, so I'm going to put 1/2 tablespoon. I think that is what I used. I don't know. It's not going to hurt it either way. So this vanilla, Magnolia Star, was sent to me in friend mail, and I just opened it now. So yeah, pure vanilla extract. And now we're going to do the second to last thing, is 1 large egg. Now it says the egg and milk at room temperature, but I actually have never done it at room temperature because I don't think about it ahead of time. So, alright, we're just going to mix this all up. And I will be adding chopped up walnuts. Just like to scrape the bottom, make sure I got all the powdery stuff off the bottom. And this way I've got my 2 overripe bananas all used up now. They don't get thrown away. Alright. Now I'm going to throw some walnuts in. Alright, so now I'm going to get my cupcake tin. I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees.